Good day, guys. It is Friday, 7th of August 2026, and I am again at the southern Bulgarian seaside. You are maybe wondering where exactly am I? So I am back in my favorite region of the Stranja mountain, and specifically in Sinemorets. Let me show you first the Lipite beach. You know how it looks, how it looked around 2 months ago during the early June when I was here. As you can see now, everything is much drier. There is almost no greenery, much different than last time, but it is still very beautiful. And as you can see, there are a lot more people here at the Repeat beach compared with early June, which is pretty normal because now we are in the most active part of the tourist season here. So what's the purpose of this video? The purpose is simple. I'm gonna show you the differences of Sinemorets between early June and early August, and also I will go to Ahtopu to show you how it looks and what are the changes compared with last year. So in general this will be like a change log video so that you can see what have changed. If you want a detailed video of Sinemorets or Ahtopu, you can check my early June video from Sinemorets from this year, or my last year's video from Ahtopu, where I tried to show you everything there. So guys, let me get back to the Butamyata beach so that we can see what are the changes there. Just look at the difference, guys. Last time when I was here in early June, this grass was maybe around 70-80 centimeters high. Everything was green and you could barely see this path at many places. Now everything is dry, everything is burned out, and the path is very clearly visible. Of course, this is absolutely normal considering that we are now in the hottest part of the year. But yeah, when you come here during the early season and now during the high season, the difference is pretty striking. So guys, here is how the Butamyata beach looks from up. As you can see, the river, which was directly flowing into the sea in June, there now is much smaller and it doesn't reach the sea. And you can see even from here that there are a lot more people, which is pretty expected. So let me get down and see from up close what's the amount of people and what are the changes from June. So guys, as you can see, there are a lot of people on the free zone here. And now we are gonna also check the paid zone, which seems to be much less populated. There are some people here on the beach bar, but yeah, generally, if I need to compare with last year, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that there are really a bit less people. It's not like a desert that there is nobody here, like some people say, but yeah, maybe we have slight less amount of people. So that's about it from the beach. Now I'm gonna check also what's going on in the city and have some good food because it is almost noon now and I really need a good meal and a cold beer, of course. Here is the beginning of the beach, the part which is closest to the entrance, and we have definitely more people here, and you just can't miss the opportunity to show you the iconic restaurant Crippled Jellyfish, which looks very good, just like it looked in June. But today I'm not gonna eat here. Maybe tomorrow I will do that, because now my focus is to see what's going on in the village. Well guys, I'm not 100% sure if I showed you an interesting place in June, so I will do it again. If it is a double, sorry about that, I just am not sure. So here is where you come from the beach. Here is the Bella Vista Hotel. You come here and here is the main road towards the town. And here you have a place which is called Fast Food Curao. Here you can see their prices, which are pretty good in fact. And they also have a supermarket. So if for some reason you don't want to eat at the beach directly, the restaurants that are located there, but you also don't want to go to the city, town, in fact not city, here you have a supermarket with good beer, and here you have also very good fish, which I have tested in June. So this is a place which is like a middle ground that you can use to find a quick and very good food. So guys, here is how the central street looks. As you can expect, there are a lot more cars than 2 months ago. But regarding the places which are open, in fact there is not much difference, because most of these businesses were either operating when we arrived or were about to open. This fruit and vegetable store was just opening. Now it is working with full power. And let me tell you one interesting thing. Here in this hotel, Hotel Caterini, they have craft beer, but at least in June it was not possible to pay by card. So that's why I used the place near the bus station. Now the situation is a bit different, because at the craft beer store near the bus station you can only pay by cash. I don't know why, but maybe here in this hotel they will work with cards also. So after having a lunch I will check this, and if I find some interesting craft beer, of course I will share the experience with you. So now let me get to the Paradise restaurant, which is my favorite restaurant here in Sinemorets. Let me reach it in a few minutes, and hopefully, if it works for lunch, I will show you some interesting food. Well guys, unfortunately the restaurant Paradise wasn't working. Most probably they work only during the evenings, just like they did in June, so I have to choose another option, which will be the other favorite place that I have here, Restaurant Horizon, which I'm gonna reach in a few minutes. But before that, I'm passing by the Koraba bar, which is the bar the ship, if we need to translate it literally. You know that I really like this place, and I want to show you how the Veleka beach looks from the distance. As you can see, there is almost nothing left from the greenery that we had in June. It is still very beautiful, but different. And even from here you can see that there are a lot more people. So let me reach our restaurant Horizon and I will see what I will get there. And here we have a very beautiful view of white storks. These are really big birds. Maybe I can try to zoom with my phone so that you can see a bit better. You can see how big, how massive, how beautiful these birds are. So guys, here is the restaurant horizon. Let me show you. Here is their lunch menu, which looks pretty good and pretty affordable. So let me order something. So guys, we have Budweiser, which is great. We have beans with meatballs, which also look pretty delicious. And we also have something which here in Bulgaria we call tarator, and it is a cold soup based on yogurt, cucumbers, and mainly this. So let me enjoy my meal, and after that I will also find some craft beer. So guys, here is how Hotel Caterini looks, or at least the bar of the Hotel Caterini looks. Let me show you also the inside. As you can see, it is pretty well done, and here are the beers that we have. The choice is different than the one at the beer bar at the bus station. Here it is hard to find any IPA, but anyway I found some interesting beer. So let me put you on a tripod and show you what we have. I think that the angle is good now. So what we have here is another beer from the Pinta brewery, the Ein Kranz, which here is how it looks by the way, which should be, I'm not exactly sure, Köln beer. So this should be a Kölsch as a style. Let's check it. Oh, this is very delicious, very easy to drink, very pleasant beer for the heat. So guys, let me add that in the restaurant Horizon I paid just 10.5 euro for one main dish, for one soup and for one beer, which I find pretty affordable. The prices there are still good. Currently you can pay only by cash there because they have problem with the post terminal, but here at the restaurant Caterini you can also pay by card. So that's about it from Sinemorets. I will drink this beer, I will get back to the beach for a few more hours, and after that I will reach Ahtopu in the afternoon and will also show you what's the situation there.